Hey guys, it's George Florida Parks After Dark. Hey, we are here where? Obviously, we're at the Grand Floridian. We've not been here for a while, so we want to come in and kind of take you guys back through a quick look at what's going on new at the Grand Flo, and there are some events. Now, last time we were here, it was Easter, and we had the Easter eggs, and man, that was awesome. But we're going to take a quick look through here and give you guys a chance to see, because there has been some changes. Walking right through here, valet, and through the front door. To get to the Grand Flo, there are 5 ways to do that. If you're staying here, you can park here. If you have a dinner reservation, you can park here. You can monorail from any of the deluxe resorts. You can take a boat, or you can take a bus. That's how you get to the Grand Flo. Now, they're also doing some construction, as you can hear. Let's head on in and take a look. And there we are. Now, what you will notice immediately is things like that. So this was originally, obviously, where the front desk was. And they walled it off because now they're doing renovation on the front desk area. So they have a kiosk, and they set up basically a free float front desk in the middle of the area here. Behind that wall was the birdcage. They're installing a lobby bar in that area. And then over back here in the back corner in front, there's another wall. I'm not sure what's going back there. My guess is they're probably going to put valet back in that corner. So there's been a lot of changes here at the Flo. They're going to be doing a massive renovation. It's going to take a good bit to get everything done. But guys, it's been quite some time. I mean, we're Grand Floridian fanatics. And it's been a while since they've done renovation, but this is significant. There is actually a wall back here, and I did not see when we came in. This is back where we actually did the stereo cell painting back in this little cafe area in the back, and that's been done. Wow, okay, so as the Grand Flo goes, there's been some changes. So what we're gonna do is walk around down here. I wanna show you some things. We're gonna go up to the second level, and maybe look down into some of the construction sites and show you kind of what they're doing renovation-wise, get you a little inside view on that. But this is the lobby area. And down this wall, obviously, they have the one store, Curious Sundries, and then they have, Curious Collier, sorry, and then they have the Sandy Cove Gift and Sundries. That's where I got Sundries from. And that's just a very nice little store. We've got to be one of the best windows I think I've ever seen. It is definitely a throwback to the beach. I'm going, oh, actually they have Eiffel Tower. And then in here, obviously you have 1900 Park Fair, which is right there. 1900 Park Fair, as we all know, has gone through a change. And it used to just be Cinderella, now they've invited a bunch of different princesses and princes, so it's a much larger character dining experience. And then the Grand Floridian Cafe is right here as well. Solid food right there on the porch. Great views out the lobby area. Which out to the courtyard here, which we're on our way out to sea. As we step out, this has got to be some of my favorite part of this. They have this covered porch that goes all the way around. But this is a beautiful blue sky day. And if you want to really get a good sense of what the Grand's about, you come out on a beautiful day like today. And this is just amazing. So right behind the lobby area, they have the one main pool here. Cutting across the grass with a fountain. I think what I love about the Grand Flo, really, besides obviously elegance and really how beautiful it is the color scheming. The white with the red roof against the blue skies, blue pool, green grass, palm trees. It really sets it off. So this is the quiet pool. A large pool area. I have a pool bar back in there. And then they have this, there's the main lobby. And there's your fountain. And then we'll shoot down to the kids pool or the loud pool. It's right here. If you come out, it's to your right, where the quiet pool is straight back.
That's how it goes. Where are we going?
What's great about this pool, you have a beautiful view of Bay Lake. You actually have great views actually of the Polynesian. Straight across the way, I'll show you that in a second. You also have access to the Grand Floridian's beach, which is right here. Now, there you go. So that's the Polynesian Resort, and there's the bungalows right there to your left in the front there. If you look way over there in the corner, there's the ferry about to leave, ticket and transportation. And that one building right there, that's the Grand Floridian's DVC building. It's Mary Poppins themed. And right here is their beach. So they usually have, and probably because of the heat, they have chairs out here and places to sit. It is a very warm day. So that's the Poly. We're off to see, as I said, we're off to see the Loud Pool. We'll shoot down the little stairs here. First thing you see in the Loud Pool is this fantastic splash park. Again, I've said this before, I'll say it again, I'll say it every time I see it. One of the top 5 splash parks in all of Disney World. That guy. Alice in Wonderland, Mad Hatter, Tea Party. His hat's at the top is a dumping bucket. Sprayers, splashers. It is literally right next to that, which is the main lobby. And a great view of the monorail line, which is right behind it. Yes, I'm stalling for the hat to dump and it won't, so we'll go down to the pool area. I'll take a look at that. But that's Bay Lake, guys. So if you look right there, peeking between Bay Lake there, that's the Contemporary. So you can see all 3 deluxe resorts on Bay Lake from here. And let's head in and take a look at the Loud or play pool area. What's great about this pool is it has a slide, it has a fantastic waterfall, it does also have its own pool bar. Oh, and by the way, there goes the monorail. But so across that white bridge, there's a set of stairs that goes up, and then there's a slide that comes down, and it goes right under that bridge, that white bridge. It's really neat. They got cabanas in the back over there, and then obviously all the seating. So it really is just a solid pool, but this is the quote-unquote Loud Pool as compared to the Quiet Pool. So we're gonna shoot back out. I'm gonna walk the other side of the property. Because really, after the DVC property, you're kind of done. Oh, real quick, right outside this pool is that. That is their fire pit. Every night, there is, if you hear that, by the way, the ferry's about to leave. Just heard him let his horn go. Every night they have s'mores. At every Disney resort, they all have fire pits. That's the Grand Floridian fire pit. And marshmallows are free. The sticks are free. To make a s'more, obviously you need chocolate and graham crackers, and that is a kit you can buy. And then that's how you would make s'mores. But if you just like good crispy marshmallows, it's free. That's at every resort. So, just a heads up. Now we're backtracking back against there. This is the main lobby we're walking at right now. For those who don't know, quick fact, the Grand Floridian was not an original hotel. It was an afterthought. They ended up building the Polynesian and the Contemporary. And on this plot of land, which is actually, if you look at it aerial, it's a square that kind of juts out into the Bay Lake. Originally it was themed, I think, an India vibe. And they were gonna do a whole India layout here. And what they decided is not to do that, and they put a pause on the plan and paused everything for a period of time. They realized this plot of land was so important and connected on the monorail line that they went with the Grand Floridian, and it was by far one of the best decisions Disney's ever made, because this is the premier hotel here at Disney World. Now, we're walking straight, lobbies to our left, and down here's the marina. In the marina, obviously it's all marinas, so you can rent boats. So you can rent a boat. At night, if you want to watch fireworks out in Bay Lake, you can rent a boat with a captain. It'll take you out in the middle of Bay Lake, and is by far one of the most unique viewing points of the fireworks at Magic Kingdom. We're gonna come down all the way down here and quickly show you the view you get from the Grand Floridian. And I will tell you, do you need to get a boat? And I would say, no. That's the castle. So we're gonna do a quick zoom in. That's Cinderella's castle, the fireworks go over. So this is a beautiful spot to see the fireworks right here. Not renting one of those pontoon boats, which is still a great idea if you have the money for it. But that's a great spot. If you go to the front of that building, which is right next to it, that is a great spot to see it. In the very, 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 very front of that building is another great spot to see fireworks. So it is just positioned beautifully. So that's where we are. And then behind us is the Gasparilla Island Grill. And we have done a lot of videos on that, so we're gonna kind of do a drive-by and show you that. But that is their counter service. I laugh because as counter services go, Gasparilla's food is outstanding. We've eaten here dozens and dozens and dozens of times and have not yet had a bad meal. So that is a fantastic spot. The desserts are mind-blowing. The food is really top-notch. The chefs in there make things to order, so if you do have an allergy, you have a preference, they'll be able to change the order for you. And now we're walking down along that patio. When I came out of the lobby, I said I loved. It is mid-May in Florida, so it's toasty. So this shade is welcome reprieve. So we're coming back in towards the lobby. And we're gonna go up to that second floor and I'm gonna show you, maybe get a chance to see what's up there and give a chance for us to see maybe inside some of those construction areas, what that looks like. All right, so guys, we made it to the second floor. So, top of the stairs, there are two restaurants. I'll pause and show you these. Citrico's and Victorian Albert's. Now, both are amazing. Both are off chain. Victorian Albert's is a prefix high-end dining experience, which is just amazing and kind of once in a lifetime. Citrico's is really an amazing dining experience as well, but Victorian Albert's is a different standard. So, coming down here, got to show you this. The Bippity and Boppy Boutique has been closed since COVID, and we have got no indications of Disney ever opening it back up. My daughters got bopped there many years ago. It was a wonderful experience. Basin White is really an independent store leasing space at the Grand Flo. Has wonderful bath and body kind of products, lotions and bath bombs. And then up here at the very top, that is where you attach the monorail, right after Basin. And that's just the overlook. So let's take a look at this. This is what you would come in at. And I want to show you this. So that's where the birdcage used to be. That's where the construction is going on right now. If you look back behind there, they walled that off. Below us is the makeshift front desk. And over there is where the walls are for the front desk. So the Grand Flo is changing. I want to show you what we just talked about during our walk. This is the actual map of the Grand Floridian. Over here, that's the convention center. Yes, there's a convention center here. Straight ahead there is the main building. And straight out, you kind of see that square section. Well, that's when they ended up building that whole thing out. It's fantastic. So that's really the size of the scope. They have here is the M Mouse Mercantile, which is their merchandise store. We have a number of videos on that, but that was just redone recently. And there's a brand new experience here. That, my friends, is you know what that is. That is Cinderella's glass slipper with the butterfly. And from the movie, you know, is very symbolic. You have an opportunity to get a photo with that. By this nice gentleman there, there's a great backdrop. Back in the day, We used to take that glass slipper with Cinderella into 1900 Park Fair, and we would try to grab some time with the slipper on his way to the restaurant. And we were very successful a few different times to be able to get that done. The other thing they have up here is they took a space that was up here pretty much underused and made the Enchanted Rose as this section. This is a bell-themed bar. It is really just a top-notch space in here. There's another little sitting area in here, which they're not open yet, so I don't want to poke my head in too far. So that bar area, but they have this sitting area. Now that's Bay Lake. That's the ferry we saw earlier, and you can even see the bungalows. This is a great space. You overlook the back part of the property where the pools are. There's touches of Beauty and Beast throughout this entire area. It is not overdone. It is subtle. The backs of the chairs have roses. I mean, it's just touches. It's great. And through that doorway, my friends, is the bar, but they're setting up for the night, so we're not popping in there. From this side, there's more of the construction to show you what that looks like from here. And those beautiful opulent chandeliers are right there. And with that said, guys, this is George Florida Park. This is the Grand Floridian. It's going through some changes. I have mixed emotions. I'll be honest. Decades of coming to this place with as it was. It's going to be different in a few months. We will keep you updated on construction, keep you updated on their plans. Do me a favor, like this video, subscribe to our channel, and look at the other videos I have on the Grand Floridian. We take a lot of detailed videos. We're going to each store and spend time in each store and really show you. This is a quick overview because we knew about the construction. Want to see what it looked like. With that said, guys, it's George Florida Parks After Dark. You have a fantastic day. You guys stay